Welcome to the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen, where we share gourmet recipes at a low-budget wonder. Now check this out. Here I've got a plate of wild brown shrimp. And just to show you what we're going to do here to peel it, I always start underneath the legs here and just twist it all the way around until you get to the last layer of shell at the tail. Just that piece right there you want to keep on. Kind of gives you a handle so you can dip your shrimp, right? You know what I'm talking about. Just like that. It's real simple. But just to make sure you got it, let's do one more. Again, start at the center of the legs, and it just peels right off all the way around until you get to that last layer of shell at the tail. Okay. Now once you get all those peeled, you can move on to the batter. The batter's easy. A couple cups of flour here, some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of paprika. All we're going to do is just thoroughly mix that. Now in another bowl, we've got a couple eggs here. I'm going to add some milk and some hot sauce. This is going to give it a little bit of a kick. And we'll just mix that up well and get ready to dip our shrimp. Now the first thing we're going to do, because shrimp is wet, we want it dry so the batter will stick and stay on it. We don't want it falling off. So we're going to toss it in the flour first like this. Get it fully coated. This also gives it that extra crispy that you want on your shrimp. When it's looking like this, you're ready for the next step, which is shaking every one of these things off so you don't have excess flour. You don't want to crowd your egg wash with extra flour. Okay, it's just going to make it pasty and it's a mess. So once you get it like that, we're going to put it in the egg wash and just fully coat both sides. You don't have to worry too much about the tails because you don't eat the shell. But just make sure that the meat itself is fully covered on the shrimp. It's really a critical stage, mostly because you want that double layer of extra crispy on your shrimp, and you need it to stick. You don't want it to fall off. So once it looks like this, you're ready to throw in the flour and get that double layer coat. Just like that. Just the way you want it. And then what I do is I'll take a handful of them and just toss them in there and work it back and forth until they're all like that. See, they're perfect and ready to hit the fryer. Now when you're putting these in, if you touch the oil first then drop, you won't get any splash. And at 350 degrees, these will be done in the next 5 minutes. What you're watching for is for them to float up to the top and then get their color. Once they get this color, you're ready to go. Nice golden brown, crispy, southern fried shrimp. Then we'll just work it here on a plate. Set them in there all perfect like. And there you have it. Fried shrimp right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients. So here we've got our shrimp. As you can see here, it's already been butterflied, deveined right down the backside here and pulled out, and we're ready to peel. And the important thing is to leave the tail completely attached. So peel this off all the way around and make sure that that stays intact. So it gives you that fused look to the firecracker shrimp. And once you got a big old bowl like this, you're ready for the next step. We're just cutting little small slits on the inside of the shrimp. This will help it straighten out. And as you can see here, it pretty much holds its shape. It doesn't curl up any longer. And that's what you want when you roll it up. Now, spring roll wrappers are often hard to find. So I'm going to use these wonton wrappers, starting with the back edge. We're going to roll it halfway over, just like so. Then we're going to take the ends here and close it up, fold it over just like a burrito, and roll it straight through. Now what you don't want to forget to do is seal this back edge with a little dab of water. And it seals up just like an envelope with a little pressure. And there you have a firecracker shrimp. Now let's give you a better view here from the side. Again, starting with that back edge, rolled halfway, and then you fold the bottom edge. Seal that back edge with water and roll it through. With a little pressure, she's good to go. Now, once you get a good old pile like this, you're ready for the fryer. And you're going to go 350 degrees for about 4 minutes is all it's going to take. But in the meantime, let's make some spicy mayo. Just a little bit of mayonnaise and some sriracha. And as you can see here, they're about done. Go ahead and pull those out because they've got that nice golden yellow color we like to see on our shrimp. And there you have it, firecracker shrimp, right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients. The first thing you want to do is butterfly your shrimp. Just take a sharp knife down the back side of the shrimp, just the same way you would devein it. Go 3/4 of the way through and fan it open like this. As you can see, front and back are still intact. Now here we've got our tempura and our coconut. We'll take our shrimp and we'll dip it straight in the tempura. Now I've made it a little bit thicker than normal. If you don't know how to make that, then just click the link here on the left. But after you get it completely soaked, just drip dry it and dip it in your coconut on all sides and make sure it's completely covered. Now just on a side note, having a thicker tempura allows you to get more coverage of the coconut, and it keeps you from having to use panko to fill the spaces. And that's it. That's how it looks. Once you get enough of them done and you've covered a plate, you can move to the frying. Just a hot pan and some oil, and in they go. Have about 1/4 inch of peanut oil in here. That's all you'll need for the frying. It only takes a couple minutes per side. You may need to add more oil in between each batch, but that's okay. That's completely normal. Now all you want to do is just flip them. Get your color on each side. And when they're completely cooked, just plate it on some paper towels like this. It'll absorb all the remaining oil and fat that you want to get rid of before you start chewing on your shrimp. I like to use orange chili sauce for the dipping sauce, and it just comes in a bottle, so it's real convenient to just purchase in the Asian section. And there you have it, coconut shrimp, right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients. Here's what sets this recipe on fire: red chilies, added with some green scallions. Together, these two ingredients make one hell of a firecracker shrimp. And here's our recipe star, the fried shrimp itself. If you need a recipe for this, just hang on to the end of the video. As you can see, these are worth waiting for, and definitely worth trying out. Now we've got to make this sauce, starting out with some mayonnaise and this sweet chili sauce, just right over the top. And stir. As soon as you whipped out the mayonnaise lumps, you're good to go. Now in a hot pan on high heat, we're going to add our sauce first, immediately followed by the shrimp. All you got to do is stir this in, get it on all sides. And like I'm tossing it here, it's really the best way to do it if you can handle not flipping your shrimp out of the skillet. As soon as you get that, add your scallions and your red chilies. Again, a toss, turn it around a little bit, and that's pretty much it. You're ready to go. Throw it down on a plate. And those colors set a wonderful contrast. And there you have it, firecracker shrimp, right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet kitchen. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.
First thing you want to do is cut some pepper jack cheese. 1/4-inch slices is all you're going to need, and you want to cut them in half and in half again so they'll each be the perfect size for each one of those shrimp. Now here I've got an entire package of bacon and a bowl full of jumbo peeled deveined shrimp. And all you have to do is lay down a piece of bacon and pinch the pepper jack cheese and the shrimp between your thumb and your index finger. Flap over the fat part of the bacon on the end, and then turn it sideways and gently roll it straight through until the bacon wraps to the tail. Wrapping it this way will keep the cheese inside the bacon when it's melted, and will look something like this. Now if you decide you don't want to use the cheese and you want to wrap the shrimp and bacon by themselves, I would highly recommend starting at the tail and then follow through wrapping the entire shrimp. For me, it just seems easier that way. See there? Nothing to it. And after you get all those wrapped up, you can either start frying now, or you can do what I do and add some more seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle over the top some ground black pepper. Then once I get them all flipped over, I'm going to repeat the same thing. Now I'm going to pour some canola oil into a pan for frying. You're going to want about a 1/2 inch of depth. Then over medium heat, you want to add each bacon-wrapped shrimp to the oil for frying. And you want to cook for 5 minutes on each side. In the meantime, I like to make a little dipping sauce. Starting out with some mayonnaise, I'm going to add a little bit of ketchup, a little Worcestershire, some sriracha, some horseradish, and a little bit of dill. And once you get all that mixed together, you should turn out a nice spicy mayo sauce. And by now it should be time to turn our shrimp. As you can see, we've got some beautiful color. That bacon cooked exactly the way I wanted it to. And it'll only take 5 more minutes to cook on this side, and then we can start pulling them out. If you like fried bacon and shrimp, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Tell me that these don't look amazing. Now you can serve them up with our spicy mayo sauce. And there you have it. Bacon wrapped jumbo shrimp right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet kitchen. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.